Hi everyone, welcome back into my kitchen, Cooking with Carol Diane. Today I'm going to show a short little video on how to set a Thanksgiving table. What to put out, what maybe not to put out, some things maybe you just haven't even thought about and you want to dress up your table this year. So I will show you what I'm going to do this year, and hope you like it and hope you will set your table with a few favorites of your own. So I'll start with setting my table. Hang on. Okay, so here we go. I'm setting a Thanksgiving table. I'll go ahead and turn my overhead lamp or chandelier light on so that you can see just a little bit better, hopefully. Always start with a nice, clean table. So wash it well. If you have to put a little furniture polish on it, whatever, just make sure your table is clean. This year I bought this tablecloth that has pumpkins on it, and it also has the little buffalo plaid gray of the pumpkins, and I thought that would be kind of fitting in what I'm doing this year. Move my chair out of the way here. This is a quite long one, but it's the only one that the store had. So I'm going to go ahead and start putting this on first and making sure that it's even on the table. This has beautiful leaves on it, which I like in the middle. I kind of like that. And even if it does hang down a little bit on the ends, I'm not too worried about that. The main thing is to get it even all the way around. Got to go a lot more down on this end. And because it's brand new from the package, you can go ahead and either wash it in your washing machine, dry it well. I took mine out and I put it in the dryer to begin with, and to try to get most of the wrinkles out. If you're real particular, you can go ahead and iron your tablecloth, and that always looks nice too. I have a chocolate brown, just a kind of a light chocolate brown table runner that I think I'm going to go ahead and add on this, on the top, because I have quite a few things that are going to go in the middle of my table this year. And I think this one will look nice on here. So just kind of scoop that down. And again, if you want it very, very professional looking, I would recommend taking an iron. But for this, I think I'll be all right. I really do. You can always take a wet cloth and get some of the wrinkles out also. That's always a real good idea. And then I had this table arrangement. I just found the great big bowl. As you can see all the fall. These are nice sparkly fruit. Like here's the pear. Real sparkly and nice. The feathers are going with my theme that I have this year of pheasants. So I'm going to put that right in the middle. Now you can't quite see it in my camera that it's right in the middle, but it is. See if I can get that a little closer here so that you can see. And then what I'm taking is just some embellishments here that I got at Hobby Lobby. These were just some lighter color, ivory colored pumpkins with some straw stuff coming out of it, some gold pine cones. And I'm going to stick them pretty much down this far. Don't care about the stem because it's not going to show. I'm going to be covering that up. So I have one on one end and one on the other end. The little pine cones were not attached to this, so I've had to actually put them in myself, which is fine. I'm all for dressing up something with something maybe I have. These are these little sparkly acorns, and I've gone ahead and stuck those where they need to be. Just giving it a lot more color in areas that need to be. Then I found because I wanted my theme to be with fruit this year, I found these cute little guys that are kind of a frosty colored on the fruit. It's an apple and the grapes and berries and things. And so I'm going to cover up this part of it with all of these. And a lot of times you don't have to cut off the stems on something if you're going to do it like this in putting these around. And that's what I'm after on this. It will cover it all up. Just like that. So I've covered up the bottom. And then I went and got the light up. These are light up, which I will light up. Hopefully you'll be able to see. Isn't that pretty? The pumpkins. And two that look like this. They all light up. And this is going to be gorgeous on the table. It really is. So I can even pull this down just a little bit more because I'm going to nestle this particular one about right in here. I'm just going to kind of put him on an angle, keeping that right like that. I'm going to set this one on the side over here, and then I'm going to take this one, and I'm going to go ahead and do the same thing on the other end of the table by putting it at an angle. And that one will sit right there. Then, because like I said, I'm keeping with the pheasants, this year I found these gorgeous pheasants. These were at Hobby Lobby. They really were. Aren't they pretty? They're all gold and pretty, and I really like them. So I put one going that way and the other one going pretty much this way of looking the opposite direction. That's that part right there. Okay, and then I always have, because I like my guests, whoever is sitting at my table, to have their own salt and pepper shaker so that they don't have to constantly ask for salt and pepper. So find them anywhere as long as they keep in the theme of Thanksgiving, fall, some kind of nature, and that's kind of what I've done. So these are little acorns here that I really like, and we're just going to kind of set them one on each side of the table. Right there and right there. Okay, so now we're going to take the plates. And the plates that I found this year that I wanted was my pretty pheasant plates. And I think everybody will really like those. So again, I'm setting the table for 6 to show you how pretty this is going to look. And I can stop here and go get a charger to go under it, which I might, so hang on a minute. Okay, I went and got the charger plates, and all chargers are these plastic plates. You'll find them lots of places. But what they do is they dress up the bottom of the plate of whatever you're having on there. So I'll get a little closer up so that you can see how pretty that looks. And that's keeping in with the gold of my pheasant. So we'll go ahead and stick these around the table for each person to have of the charger plates. I usually have 8 of everything just in case. Just a little bit more. The charger plates are fun for, these are Royal Stafford, by the way. I ordered these online and got them, but now I see that you can find them at Home Goods. And I was thrilled to get the salad plates at Home Goods. I really was. But I did order mine online. Oops, got one charger plate. Down here, one charger plate. Okay, so then, like I said, I got this salad plates. So these are the smaller salad plates, which always go to the left side, left top side usually, of any plate. Make sure you have that. And the pheasant's going in, of course, the right direction. Now, because my counter, my bar counter, is big enough that I am going, it's kind of like a buffet style when I serve, that they go to the counter and they serve their plate. First we sit down, you know, where everybody wants to sit, and then we say grace, and then we actually get up from the table and we go fill our plates. Maybe this year I'll pass it around. I don't know. If I had a little bigger table, you know, I could work with a few things, but right now I don't. Okay, so the next thing is I like to have little name cards, and there's so many different styles and ones to have. So you can take a little tiny pumpkin. These were the ones that I just did on my computer, and I will show you. See that I just took and put the little turkey on there, put the name. I put a little slit with a knife into this little plastic pumpkin, and it's cute. Or you can go with a pine cone, and I haven't decided yet. I might try the pine cone, or I might stick with just the little pumpkin. Or I found these adorable. They were just some cardboard cutout pumpkins. And then I found the little wood appliques to put on there that I could put that also. But I'm just kind of thinking that I'll stick with this little pumpkin because I think he's just adorable. So I'm going to take that and get the rest of them here. I'll show you real quick. Can't remember, I brought this bag out on some other video, and I have quite a few, as you can see. And all I did was I took a serrated knife and I just made a little slit right down one side, just enough so that the name card will sit in there. And that does. And that goes at the top of the table also. That goes up there. Get these cut real fast here so that you can see. And I put it the other way and didn't like it, but you need to see the little stem of the pumpkin. And so that's what I'm after right there. So simple to do, really. You can be as creative as you want with your table. As simple as you want. It doesn't matter. Just get what you're comfortable with. Those little pine cones that I just showed you, actually I collected when I was up camping from the pine trees up there, and they were pretty special, I thought. So, and I just knew what I wanted them for. I thought, now that'll come in handy at Thanksgiving time. Or Christmas, either one. Okay. So I think I got them all. And that just shows where everybody's supposed to sit. Because when they do come to your house, whether it's family, guests, whoever it is, they're all around the table thinking, where do I sit? I'm not really sure. Okay, so then I'm taking two different goblets. And some things don't have to match. So I'm taking the pretty amber color of the goblet that's going to sit here, and then, which is my water goblet, and then the wine goblet is going to sit just like that on the table. Two different sizes. One year I had quite large glasses, and my youngest son was having a fit about that. So I thought, okay, I'll make it a little smaller this year and see what he thinks about that. One son gets a real big kick out of what I do. He likes to come to my house to have all the festive stuff with his girlfriend, and she does too. She says it's so homey here at my house that she really likes to come. So I'm really pleased about that they like to come here. One day I probably won't have anybody, but for right now, I've had lots of people at my table to just a few people at the table, and that's okay. That's all right. All right, so now we have the glasses, we have the names of where they're going to be sitting, and now we need to have the napkins placed. This year, again, I found some cute little embellishments, keeping in with my theme of the fruit, and I went these cute little berries, and I thought they were really pretty. So I'm going to take them. I'm going to take the gold napkins, and I'm going to put them in here. And they can sit a lot of different places. You can have them over here on your salad plate if you would like. You can have them right here on your plate if you would like, showing just like this. But if you really want to show off that plate of the dinner plates, then go ahead and put them on the side of, in the middle anyway, of where your salad plate is. These are absolutely beautiful. You can't quite see them up close, but I will get a close-up of everything when I get all finished setting the table. And I said, just kind of pull out what you have. I went this year and got the pretty dishes because that's what I wanted this year. But lots of times I'll use whatever dishes I've had for the year, and that's, you know, what we sit down to the table. I am not one to sit down and have Thanksgiving dinner on paper plates. You will never have that coming to my house. Sorry, you just will not. You just will not. I think Thanksgiving time is a time for bringing out your favorites of things, and dishes are one of them. And if you have some pretty dishes, then bring them out and show them to everybody, because they're nice to have. They really are. Okay, so that is the napkins, that they're all on the table pretty. And now we start with the silverware. So this is mainly for the young people who don't know how to set the table correctly on the silverware. So the knife with the jagged edge right here, it goes to the plate on the right-hand side. Then you can add a spoon. Whether you use the spoon or not, it's there for their choice. Okay, and then you're going to take a regular, if I get it in my hand right here, you're going to take the regular dinner fork, and it goes over here to the left. Get it up on that pad a little bit here. And then a salad fork. If you don't want your spoon right here and you had a separate butter knife to your set, which I don't with this particular one, this one is one that does have gold on the bottom of it, silver and gold, you would be placing them up here at the top. But that's okay, we don't have that for right now, so I'm not going to worry about it. So set the knife, the spoon, the salad, your dinner fork, salad fork on the left. It's done real fast here. I can get them out. And yes, my hands are nice and clean. Just so you know. They are nice and clean. Sometimes you have to kind of just move things around just a little bit to get everything in place, and that's all right. And what I like about not having all the food on the table is that you get to see the pretty decorations that maybe you've made or you've worked real hard in creating, and that's what you need. Well, all right, now, so far, my table is looking quite nice. Quite nice. A fork down here and a salad fork. Okay, I'm starting to collect these antique, they're for your knife to rest on, and I really like them, but right now I only have 3. But to have them, you would have them up here, and then your knife after you get done buttering a roll or whatever, your knife then could sit right there on it. And they're pretty special. So I'm gonna keep looking in the antique stores for these to collect them. Pretty soon I'll have all of them, and that'll be real nice too. Always you can have your butter dish, whether you have one or two. I still like to put the butter dish on the table. This year I have the amber in it. So that is my table for this year of setting for 6 people. And we'll just kind of go from there. But I think what I'll do is I'll stop and then I'll go around the table and give you a close-up of what it looks like so far. Okay, so I'm starting with the very, very close-up to show you. Here are the little name tags of the little pumpkins. Here are the 2 different glasses, the water and the wine glass. The Charger Gold plates. And your salad plate with an extra, I will have to get this one going. It should have one of these right here, which it will, which it will. And again, my centerpiece of the beautiful, really, really pretty, of the pheasants with the lighter pumpkins, the light up pumpkins, which I like, all in keeping with fall. All in keeping with fall. Coming over to this end of having the other one. And it is really quite beautiful. It really is. I think everybody will want to sit at my table and enjoy a nice Thanksgiving dinner. I know I will. I know I will. Also, if you think you want to add some candles, to your table, I had purchased these in the amber, which I can set one on each side of the table, and I kind of like those also. Don't know if I'll have them this year or whether they will stay on my china cabinet on the buffet area. I don't know yet, but I think this makes for a real pretty table. I hope you have enjoyed my video showing how to set a nice festive, colorful Thanksgiving dinner. I really didn't take a whole lot of new things this year, just a couple of little things. I've really used what I already had, and I hope my guests will like it, whether it's family or friends. I hope they will like it this year. From my kitchen to yours, happy Thanksgiving.